How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're looking at Virgin Galactic because they just had a massive spike and they have some news for their upcoming space flight and kind of talking about what they have looking forward in the future. So, what they are looking forward to, what could send the stock price up, and I'm going to talk about what I'm doing with my shares right now. So, if you guys like this kind of thing, if you guys like the updates, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So, definitely hit the subscribe button down there. Also, if you want to get 3 free stocks through Webull, you can check out the link below. They are doing this for a little bit longer. You can get 3 free stocks as long as you deposit $100, worth up to $1,600 each. So, definitely check that out. So Virgin Galactic was kind of negative on the day, and it had been up and down a little bit, but then it shot up about 5% within a couple minutes. And why did that happen, you might ask? Well, they had some new guidance on their website. So Virgin Galactic test flight program update, space flight from New Mexico progress. So they are in their flight window now. It started a couple weeks ago where they can run the next flight that they are looking forward to. A lot of people are looking to see what's going to happen. And if they do well in this flight, if they do well in one more flight after that, then they're going to send up the founder, Richard Branson. So a lot of people are looking forward to that. But if we look here, they have this update, and we've been waiting a while, right? So we saw the space flight, we saw the space window open up, and we saw a little bit of a dip since then because that opened up, I believe, on the 22nd, and since then it's been down pretty drastically, about 15%. We've seen the general market kind of sell off too, but so far they're talking about how CJ, one of the Virgin Galactic pilots, will have a 6th time in space, and they also talk about how this is just the next step for them. So they're going to be carrying some NASA Flight Opportunities Program payload. So the real reason for this, and they've talked about this a little bit, is that they are trying to get some data collection. So they are trying to increase their revenues. You can see here that they say carrying these payloads not only makes this test flight a revenue generating one, but also demonstrates their commitment to facilitating regular, accessible, space-based scientific research. So they're trying to increase their revenue by collecting some data, but they're also showing this commitment that they're trying to make the world a better place. They're trying to collect as much data as possible to help progress space travel. So that is a good thing to see, I think, as an investor in this company. They say here, upon successful completion of this flight and data review, we will proceed to the next phase of testing, where we will fly our mission specialists in the cabin to test and refine the equipment, procedures, training, and overall experience. So they are not saying exactly when they're going to do this still. They still are waiting to give specific guidance on that. I think that's wise because if there are setbacks, the most important thing is that everyone is safe, that this is a good experience for everyone involved. So if there are some setbacks, that's okay as long as everything goes smoothly, I think. So what am I doing with my SPCE stock? So I do own some shares of Virgin Galactic, and right now I am not selling. So some people are kind of worried. They're seeing it dip down. Over the 6 months, we've seen a much higher number than we have right now. Our 52-week high, you can see here, it's about $42.50. That's pretty drastic, the drop that we've seen since then. But I'm not selling by any means. I mean, I just bought in around $20 to $22 a share, but I'm also not picking up more. I'm kind of sitting out on this one for a little bit. I'm just personally collecting some cash for several reasons, trying to buy a house and some other stuff. So I'm not going out and purchasing a lot of growth stock right now. But I will say that if you've been waiting for Virgin Galactic for a while, if you've been wanting to buy in, if you've been thinking about how you missed the boat, or if you're looking for a really good spec stock that probably has just about as great a growth potential as any stock out there, you could look at this one and it might be a good time to buy. Now, I'm not buying it, like I said, but we are pretty far down from our highs, and it is a very risky stock, but it has a lot of growth potential. Now, a couple things that are coming up short term. We do have their earnings coming out November 5. I don't think it's going to be that important for the company because a lot of us don't really care about their third quarter earnings. A lot of us know that they're going to lose money or expect it. So we're okay with seeing their balance sheet go down a little bit, with seeing them not reporting any solid earnings. So that is something to keep in mind. The other date that's important to keep in mind is just their next flight. So whenever they run that next flight, when they come out with the exact date, I think that's going to be really important. First of all, just the day that they announce when they're going to go up is going to be really important. I think we're going to see an increase in stock price that day, just because more people will want to buy in, or maybe less people will want to sell. So that will be important. And then also the date that they actually go up, that's going to be a major date to see kind of how the flight goes, make sure it goes smoothly. If it goes smoothly, I think that's only going to be good for the stock, and we should see probably an increase in stock price. Now, between now and those dates, the dates that they announce and the dates they actually go up, I could see a little bit of volatility. I mean, that's probably an understatement, but with the elections coming up, with stimulus, with everything that's going on in the economy right now with the pandemic, I could see the stock price going down short term with people getting out of these riskier stocks. I could also see the stock price going down if there are any more delays, or if there's a problem with the test flight or the flight itself when they go up. So I think those are all some catalysts that could send the stock down, and you should definitely be on the lookout for that. But I will say that if we do come out with earnings, and if we haven't burned through as much cash as people think, I could also see the stock price going up. So there's a lot of stuff in the next 2 to 3 months that could send the stock up dramatically or send it down dramatically. I would not be surprised if it went up 100% or went down 50%, even in the next few weeks. So let me know your thoughts on this below. Let me know what you're thinking for SPCE stock. It's a really interesting stock when you get down to it, because there is so much growth, but it doesn't really get much more speculative than traveling to space. So again, thank you guys for watching this. Thank you for commenting below what you think about this. Thank you for hitting the like button, checking out Webull down in the description below. Also, if you guys want to join my Patreon, I don't talk about it too much, but there is the highest tier of the Patreon, which is $20 a month. But if you get into that, then you can get some small group calls. I mean, I'm going to talk with people twice a month for about half an hour each time, talking about stocks, portfolios, YouTube if you want, pretty much anything. Now, if we talk about an individual stock that I haven't researched, that's going to take a little bit longer, but I plan on doing this with like small groups. And if it grows too much to have too many people in it where the experience is less, then I will definitely cap it off at a certain number of people in the group. So far, we have 2 people in that, so definitely check that out in the description below. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.